I guess he's had a rough day. Little girl's out there. Hello. Rosie's out on the back deck today. It's a nice day. The little girl is fixing to get her bottle. And I am I've been weeding my garden. Let me get out here and feed her. Don't crawl up there, I'm coming out. Come on. No, Katie, you got your bottle. Come on. Let me get over here and sit down. Katie, stop. Yes, I've been working out at my garden, weeding. I started my day with mowing my Tony's yard over there. Then I come back down the driveway, Lester's driveway, and I mowed Debbie's, and then I mowed my front yard and mowed the side out there by the camper house and up the side, the fence line over here on Steph's side, just because I was over there already. Normally she keeps that side pretty, but I was already there, so I just took it down. Probably could have gone ahead and mowed this part of my yard today. We've had, well, yesterday was sort of overcast day, but I think it's pretty dry. I mean, it's not dry, but I think I know I could push mow it. I might not would ride and lawnmower it, but I mowed Mom and Dad's driveway, because I always mow their driveway when okay, it's done. It's empty. It's all gone. You got milk all over your face. So, I took a break and went in the house and made her bottle. And then I had a pork chop and a spoonful of rice. That's my lunch, but it's a late lunch. It's almost 4 o'clock. So, hold on. So I don't know what I was saying. I got sidetracked with the tripod. I couldn't get it open. So I got up this morning. I got off to a little bit of a late start this morning. I tried to answer a lot of comments from today's video, because I know Katie was adorable. Both those days, because I explained how I was going to put the ending. Well, I didn't say I was going to put the ending, but I knew that when I was sitting on the picnic table and she was just all over me, that was the ending of the video that I had done the day before. But I had cut so much out of that video that a lot of it didn't make any sense, because the radio was on when I come around the corner to show the tree, the trunk. And I know I got it turned off yesterday before you could hear any sound, so that was good. But the day before, when I'd first recorded or videoed the tree trunk with the flowers, the radio was on in the background. So, and there was just like off and on, just different things. I was like, none of that makes sense. After I chopped and cut and took things out, none of it made sense. But the ending was a cute ending with her. And then her on this table acting crazy while I was on video, that was cute too. Jumping on me right here. But, so this morning when I finally got moving around, I came out, got on my lawnmower, and I went straight down the driveway and over to Tony's and got it mowed. The front yard was pretty easy. The back, his little backyard is tiny, but these last couple of storms have knocked some limbs out of these trees on his side, and they're laying like propped up, still stuck in, not in the tree that it fell from, but in another tree. And I was like, there was little sticks, and you know, I don't want to drive my riding mower because you don't know what's going to fly up and hit the belt. And the belt on that mower is hard as heck to get on. The last time I had to replace the belt, David came to do it for me. And we could not, he was, maybe because we're all getting older, but I could not pull it, you know, like this prying this way on, because you have to move one of the pulleys. A pulley has to push in to hook the belt around, and it was hard. I couldn't do it. I couldn't help him. I was no help for him. And it just so happened I called Lester, and he said he was headed over here from Longhorn Lester's, and he was on 1010. So it took him about 15 minutes to get here, and him and David was able to get it on. I'm thinking, I hope that belt lasts me till the day I die, because we're all just getting too old to do things like that. And it's, changing a belt out is not something that you want to load up and take somewhere to do. I mean, it's a lot of money to pay somebody to do it when you can do it, but you got to be strong to do it, I guess. Anyway, I don't want any sticks flying up and cutting my belt or messing up my belt or getting wedged in between the pulley and a belt, because it's a pain. It's a pain in the rear. Anyway, but I got back around here, but I'm going to mow that over there, where I showed that I haven't mowed, and when it rains, can't mow right off the bat with the push mower. Because, you know, I showed y'all how I pushed out by the garden yesterday and in the chicken yard. But I think yesterday was fairly sunny, and today, yesterday was like an off and on day. You didn't know if it was going to overcast or the sun was going to come out, but it would do it just randomly. So I think in a little bit, before I go in for the evening, I'm going to push mow that little section over there. But I did work in my garden, and I did get it weeded, and there was a few ants, but not very many, not like there was. So they've already died or escaped, or I scared them off, I don't know. And I got it all weeded and raked out, and I'm fixing to go, but I think I'm gonna need a couple of more bags of mulch, of that garden soil, because I was looking at a couple of the raised beds look real low, like in sections, and I'm thinking to bring those up, oh, we went behind a cloud. To bring those up level and make it look good, then I think I'm gonna need a couple more bags. And I'm gonna need a bag. I completely forgot about my grow bags. They need to be dumped and new stuff added and broke up and then rebagged for the cucumbers. So, and I don't plant my stuff from seeds. I'm trying to think, I probably have in the past. I remember buying the little packs of seeds at the feed store, and I guess I have, but it's just, to me, so much easier. Like, okay, if I've never done the greenhouse, starting them that early and have to have them like that. I've always done the small garden. Like I had that first garden when I first got this place here, the old house and the property, where this fence goes across back here. That used to be part of the chicken yard. Y'all were watching. I was already doing videos when I condensed the chicken yard down. But when it was all the way over to the side, prior to it being a chicken yard, my grandpa had a garden there. My pops, my daddy's dad. And so I thought, well, I'll have a garden here too. And I didn't have a big garden like him, but I did it in the rows. It was so pretty. Did it, all these rows. I think I had like 4 or 5 rows, but I didn't have it really long. They were about 20 foot long is all they were. And I just, poked a hole with a stick and dropped a couple of seeds, down and covered them. And I guess I had a pretty decent garden the first 2 or 3 years I did that. And then I wanted raised beds because it just got easier to do a raised bed. And that's when I brought it in here. So with the raised beds, it's just easier to just go buy a couple of plants that have already been started. Somebody's already done the work. I just got to stick them in the ground and keep them alive. And so that's what I'm going to do tomorrow morning. But right now I'm going to go out and mix in some of this new soil and maybe get my wheelbarrow. Once I get that done, take my wheelbarrow and dump all those bags, those grow bags in it. And I'll show y'all that in a little bit. See you in a second. Well, I'm gonna need more bags than I had because these idiots, look at them. These goats are crazy. Molly's up there staring at me over the rail because I'm out here. I'm supposed to be feeding them something with this pasture full of green grass. Anyway. Those 4 bags only did this end. So, looks really pretty. It's ready for plants. So I think really I'm going to need 4 more bags. I'm going to try to do 1.5 and 1.5, and then the 4th bag do my pots. And see, I still have 4 of them down there. If you can sort of see through the rail, there's 4 pots. No, 5. There's 5 down there still on that shelf. And then these 4. So dump them in the wheelbarrow, get it all mixed up, then put another bag or half a bag with it, mix it all up, get it some fresh stuff going in it. And then after I do that, when I get back from town tomorrow, then I'll be able to put my plants in the ground. But I got it all mowed and raked, and she's just playing in that plastic. Daniel's down there working with Ellie, I think. He's home early today. He don't normally, it's 4:30. He don't normally get home this early. I had ants right there too, but I've got the ant killer on them. But it looks good. I'm happy with how it looks. Just don't have any plants in it yet. And I'll have to pull the little weeds out of these. Dump them. Clean out this thing. So I've got the net that I pulled down last year. When it started getting torn up, I pulled it down, just threw it in there because I was out here messing around. Anyway, I'm gonna get all this done and get a garden going. By tomorrow afternoon, I'll have everything in the ground. So it makes me happy. I need to put a post right here. See how the wire is bowing out? I don't know if y'all can see it from here. The wire is wanting to bow out here, and I don't know if that's because I think this post tried to come in. But I'm gonna I put a post right here so I could start another board. So I just need to go see if I've got one long enough. Throw it up there. I need to do the other side too, but this is the side that's doing something weird. Like I didn't get the wire. Maybe I didn't get the wire pulled tight because it's bowing in at the bottom too. Anyway, I'll get to maybe do that real quick so if I can't go find a board. But a corral board, a piece of one, or it has to be a corral board. I've got that really long deck board, but deck boards are so expensive compared to, I hate to waste a deck board on this, but I might need it anyway because I may not have one long enough, and that deck board is almost 16 foot long, so it might get me both sides. That would be awesome. And then I need 2 ends. I never did finish it out last year. All right, so anyway, I'm going to get 4 more bags tomorrow morning, and by the next video, we'll have some plants in the ground. I know it's nothing compared to Steph that already did hers last week or almost 2 weeks ago, or Jamie I'm assuming Jamie is getting some in the ground. I don't know if she still just got greenhouse stuff or she's got stuff in the ground. The younger generation tends to just do it. You know, I guess they look at the almanac. I don't know. I just know that my grandpa always taught my dad. And somebody else, I don't know how many of you go by this or know people that go by this, because I only got one comment, I believe only one comment that I've seen so far that says, we waited till Good Friday also. We always waited until put the plants in the ground on Good Friday. Done good. God's almost blessed me with a good, abundant garden for myself. And you know, I would have things on Sundays. You know, if I did squash, it was my squash out of my garden every Sunday that I ever made squash on my turn to cook. And so, you know, God's always blessed me. So I'm hoping, I'm just going to keep on doing what I've always done. And I know it's going to be beautiful. All right. Next time y'all see it, there'll be plants in the ground. All right, love you guys. God bless y'all. You eat all those. You eat it and I don't have to pick it up. So we have a problem. Lefty and that Elfie are here again, and I'm in the midst of trying to feed. So Molly is fed, but I don't have her gate locked because I was fixing to throw. Did I lock it? I thought I didn't lock it. Oh, praise God, I did get it locked. I got so nervous and turned around when them two were there because, you know, my goats already fight like crazy for food, and I try to get food and you know, look, see, she's done torn that kind of stuff right there, baby girl. She is standing in the feeders. She has knocked those feeders off so many times. She's the worst about doing it. I don't know why she thinks she can get it, why she gets up high. And then if I get food poured, she stands still in one feeder and just bends her head over and starts eating out of another feeder. She's still standing in a feeder. She's a dingbat, I tell you. I'm gonna throw her. She's like, I'm still locked in here. Did you forget about me? I'm gonna stare at these goats. That's what she's doing right now. She's looking at them through the cracks in that. I'm gonna throw you feed, okay? I'm gonna throw you some hay since you're through eating. I'm gonna put hay in your stall. And then you can just keep on eating while I deal with what's going on out here, okay? There's Molly, there's 2 extra goats here. There's 2 extra mouths here, and Mama can't afford to feed extra mouths right now. I can't. Not with you. Not with you. I can't afford to have extra babies down here right now. So their mama's coming. Have you been on that tree again? Oh my gosh, Molly, don't lift the camera. Her neck, look at that. Her neck is covered in pine rosin. Oh, look at your teeth. You still have silly teeth. All right, so Bree is on her way. She said to give her 20 seconds. It's been more because I've been talking to y'all for 2 minutes and 22 seconds. But it was funny because I called her and she didn't answer. So then I called Daniel. And I believe it was Carter that answered. And I said, where's your pawpaw? And then I said, or where is your mama? And then I heard Daniel say, I'm right here. And I said, where's Bree? And he goes, out at her goat pen. I said, she don't have any goats in her goat pen because they're at my house. Anyway, I'm gonna get Molly some hay, and then we'll start figuring out what's gonna go on with all these guys. But it's easier to deal with them. Look, Bilbo's like, no, this is where we eat, not you. It's easier to deal with them than it will be if she's out too. So I'm gonna leave her in her stall with hay. So give me 1 second. All right, what I did, Bree's still not here. I took a can of feed and Molly's locked up. I actually gave her a little bit more feed and I gave her hay. So she's locked in her stall. So I come out this gate here and I went down to the big green gate and I just had a little bit of feed in the bottom of a can and I dumped it. Every goat, well, actually, I threw hay to them too. I mean, I threw hay over, so they were all eating. And Bree's two were the only two that followed me down this fence line because they seen me walking with that can. But when I opened this gate, Sam looked up and took off toward me. And it ended up every goat ran through. And I dumped that feed right there where they're fighting. And when I came back and grabbed the gate to shut it, all my goats came back in except for Frodo and Mary. They stayed in there with them. But I went ahead and locked it. So at least right now, my guys are up here except for two of them. And she's coming now. I see her coming down at that gate right now. So I'm fixing to dump mine some food right here so they'll leave the gate alone and won't be bothering them, and she can call her too on. So let me get that done real quick. Let me throw them some feed. You hear this? Y'all hear? That's my beautiful Minky. Let me know somebody's in the back pasture. She's so loud and she's got a weird kind of sound of She got them. My two are still here fighting like idiots over corn in the ground, and their buckets are full in here. Hey, crazies. Hi, baby. You got your goats? Bree, maybe tomorrow we'll try to figure out what they're doing. It don't bother me that they're in here during the day, but it's hard to feed up at night. There she goes. With the bucket trick I taught her. It's hanging on the back of it. I taught her that. Her Aunt Kim. There's that hurt chicken. I picked her up. I guess she slept last night in the barn. Remember, we seen her in the barn in the other video. And this morning she was still in the barn, so I assume she slept in there last night. So I picked her up and brought her to the chicken coop today so she could eat and get water. I think in a few days her leg will be better. She puts pressure on it when she hops, so that feeder right there I guess is leaking. It must be, maybe it's, I looked all around for a crack, but all my feed, well, it's like one side of my feed was wet. If I dug from one side, it was all still dry. The other side was wet. So I dumped it here today so it would sit in the sun and dry. Yeah, it's dried out. But I still have some more in here, but I don't want to dump more. I'm just going to toss this in there for them. Give me 1 second. Well, I can't sit you because anywhere I sit you, she's going to jump. Stop. Stop. Yeah, I'm going to have to get me a new one of these because it's fermenting. What little bit is still in that bucket, it's fermenting in the bottom. It stinks so bad. But it did dry out today, so that's good. All that is dry. And I tossed what was still in that feed sack into their coop and made them go in. So now they're all locked up. Go. That's it. I won't mess with any more tonight. and my shrimps in there. I've been doing something. Now for lunch today, I had a leftover pork chop, and they were like the little breakfast chops, so it was like that big. You know, about 6 or 7 inches long and about 2 inches wide is all it was. And I had 1 tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon of a broccoli and cheddar rice. And I did that for lunch, which I could have. In fact, while it was heating in the microwave, I thought, well, that could have just been your dinner tonight, and you could have had something else for, but it doesn't matter. I had that at lunch, and I still came outside and push mowed. I got all that mowed over there, except for about 1 foot from the fence, because it was very wet up against the fence. I got that mowed, so all of that rice, I'm not really worried about the pork chop, but the rice, I feel like I walked it off. Oh, Katie, Katie, get in the other chair. Anyway, hold on. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That caught my eye. That beautiful photo bomb. Okay. She broke my necklace today. It's in my pocket. You know, I wear a cross every day. I never take it off. Hold on. Oh, at night, bathing, I never take it. I have a sterling silver chain. Here it is. Broke right in the center. There's no way to connect that back. From jumping on me, and her little hoof caught it, and I felt it snap from my neck. But I have my cross, so that's my everyday necklace. And I have a beautiful one that was recently sent to me, that's red for Valentine's, and it's like a heart with a rose, and it's beautiful. I've been gifted several beautiful necklaces, but I feel like they're like, if I'm going somewhere special, some outfit that would look good with that. But my everyday, without a fail, I'm in that necklace is my cross, and now she's broke the chain. Anyway, so what I made in there, I got started on it, and then I turned the burner off when I went in to get my phone, because I cooked it, and then I turned it on low, and then I went in to get my phone to call Bree about the goats, and I went ahead and turned it completely off because the shrimp was ready. So it's already the cooked, boiled, I don't know, not just cooked, I don't know why I said boiled, cooked, deveined, tails off. I wanted mediums, but Walmart was out, and they didn't evidently have smalls. They jumped to extra small, but I got 3 bags of them. And I'm just cooking them, like a handful of them. I told Mom, I think my bag, it's a small bag. It's at Walmart, it's $5.64. So I don't even know how many ounces it is, but I'm just telling y'all this. I think the bag is gonna give me 3 servings, because they're small. When they cook down, they're tinier than they even are in that bag. And then I filled my, it's a cereal bowl, or I've bought these just recently, ordered these yellow bowls. They're about, I don't know, they're about this big around, they're about this deep. I fill it with salad, just garden salad. You know, your lettuce, your regular lettuce. I get the bags. I mean, I've always made my own salads. I just get lettuce, and I get tomatoes, and sometimes I would get carrots. Sometimes I would just buy the bag of shredded carrot, but sometimes it's just easier to grab that already made market side, whatever, bag of made up salad. So I grabbed one of those, and well, I had one in my refrigerator, and I was looking for something one day, and I was like, I don't want a heavy food. I don't want something heavy. So I filled my bowl with salad, salt and pepper, and then I dumped those. I cooked them in butter on the stovetop, in a little bit of butter with garlic and salt and pepper. And then when the butter cooked down, I dumped all those little shrimps on top of my salad, and I put an Italian dressing, just about 2 tablespoons of Italian dressing on top, mixed it all up, and that's what I had. It was so good. I told Mom, I said, sometimes when you've, I hate to say deprived, but sometimes when you've deprived yourself of things, it no matter what you eat after that, it's the best thing you've eaten in your whole life. It's the best thing you've eaten. I think sometimes just around the middle of the day, I think, I can't eat that right now. It's too early, like 10 or 11 in the morning. And I'll think, I'll just eat that later tonight. Look at this sunset back there behind me. Isn't that beautiful back there? Let me get my forehead out of it. That is so pretty. Yeah, so anyway, I was like, that's the best thing I've ever eaten in my life. And but I told Mom, where were we at? We ran into Walmart. Oh, Sunday, because I hadn't gotten anything for Cash for his birthday, and Mama hadn't either. And we've just been, you know, Mom's got the babies all day. It's hard to shop with Coda. She's not the easiest person to shop with. So we ran after church. We went to the closest Walmart, which was New Caney. And we're grabbing like really quick. Like I found what I wanted for him. I'd already looked online, but couldn't get it shipped in time. And so I grabbed that. Then she got what she wanted for him. And then I was like, okay, I need milk and I need yogurt. You know, these things for Katie's bottle. And I passed by those displays of the Little Debbie stuff, like it's back toward the milk, like you're going down the big center aisle, and it's just this, you know, all the way around, all 4 sides are Little Debbie's. I told Mom, I said, I have cut back on so much that I swear if I bought that box of Little Debbie cakes, and they were Easters, they were shaped like eggs, like little, I don't know, they had vanilla, I think, and they also had chocolate covered. I don't know if it was a vanilla cake, but I was looking at the chocolate ones, the chocolate covered ones. And I said, if I bought that box of those Little Debbie egg cakes, I'd eat every one of them before we got back to this bar. I don't know how many were in it, 6 or 8, I don't know. Because there's times when you deprive yourself to the point that all of a sudden you go crazy. It's like your body wants it so bad. Yeah, I didn't buy them. Praise God. I didn't buy them. I'm going to get this video out to y'all for in the morning, so it's before I get everything planted. And then my Saturday video will show my garden, hopefully done. I mean, I plan to be done tomorrow with putting the plants in the ground tomorrow, hopefully. So pray, hope I do. So I will, I'm going to go, and I will see you guys later. Hope I wasn't in the middle of anything and got sidetracked, because it's that time of night where you get sidetracked. At least me. All right, love you guys. God bless y'all. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.